One of the casters here at Bosco Tech. I'm here to walk you through how to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a match. So you're going to go to YouTube. And once you get to the search bar, you're going to type in Bosco Tech Esports. Once you see that tiger head, you want to click on that and it'll take you to our homepage. Here you can find all of our previous broadcasts as well as any additional content we put out. Once here, you want to hit that subscribe button on the right side of your screen. Feel free to turn on notifications as well to make sure you never miss a game.
Alright, we're in game? Okay. Well, we'll just come right to game. Welcome everybody back to another Bosco Tech Esports stream. Today we do have our Halo roster going up against Dutch Esports, a team we have played in the past couple of seasons. Have kind of split our series, kind of gone like half and half with them, some wins, some losses here. Big update in Halo today is that no longer is the battle rifle going to be the default weapon of loadouts. It is now going to a single shot DMR. Completely going to change the pace of the game and just how they move around the map and the different fights they choose to take. So here, starting off, we do have our team just kind of frozen. Possible tech issue here, as somebody may have crashed. I'm assuming there's a tech issue here. Can you, Aiden, can you see what they got?
Looks like I'm gonna have a restart a game here.
Yeah, possibly a game restart needed here.
Oh.
Oh, they loaded in the wrong game mode. It was supposed to be Stronghold.
Oh.
Yeah, they picked Koth. Haha! Now we found out what the issue was. I'll be right back.
So currently, looks like we're having some technical issues with the game mode. It should not be King of the Hill. It should be Stronghold. We will have to fix this issue. So the stream will continue as planned in a little bit. For now, we can just watch this little free-for-all that's going on, as I guess the players prepare to actually play the game.
Alright, and knowing that the Halo season was kind of on a slow routine last week, so I don't know if our players will be able to be up to their best potential and play to their best potential, but we'll see from this week. And it feels like Halo is at a strong start right now. They are at the top of their seed right now. So how are we feeling, Raphael? Do you think we're gonna have this one in the bag or not?
Honestly, I'm feeling good.
Me
Halo,
too.
For Boston Tech has been going real well every week. Super dominant. I think most games they've won just 3-0, if I'm correct.
Yeah. So it's looking really good for Bosco Tech right now. I don't know about Dutch. I'm not sure where they are in the seed right now, but it seems like we are in the top of our seed, and I feel like Bosco Tech has a very, very strong chance of being able to win this one. And so, as right now, as we're waiting for Coach Shack to arrive back, and for the game mode to be set to the correct one, Raphael, which players do you think we're gonna be looking at today? Because compared to the last game of the Halo roster was like pretty even, and when it comes terms to kills, frags, assists, who do you think we're gonna be able to look at right now between Monkey Mango, Love Uta, Solid Jet? And I don't remember the last one, to be honest.
From my observation, Monkey Mango always does pretty well. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think we can watch him and he would probably do some pretty great things today.
I believe in Sync Agony. That was his name. Sync Agony was able to pull out the best plays of the game throughout the preseason and season and qualifiers, if I'm correct. And so I think Sync Agony might be able to take this one and hope maybe carry the team. But Monkey Mango is also a great teammate overall. Sync Agony and Monkey Mango are just great players overall. What can I say? So right, we're still waiting on the game mode right now, so we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we will be right back with gameplay hopefully, and we'll see you guys in like a couple minutes.
All right, and welcome back. So it turns out that Dutch Esports did mean to say Koth in the beginning, which is probably why they chose the game mode, thinking that they said it. So we are going to be playing King of the Hill. However, we are swapping maps over to Livefire. Knowing that it was going to be Koth, we decided to change up what our map ban was. So we are going to be playing King of the Hill, new game mode to this year. There is one point that is central, and it's live until you work up a timer to control that point, and then it moves around the map. So we are loading into map here. We will be switching over to gameplay right here. Muhammad, want to switch to gameplay? There you go. And here we go. Back again, and here's the new change. This DMR change is going to be a lot different for our players.
XX Solid's trying to shoot someone from the
First hill is going to be down on this B point here. Shots coming in from ODST Trooper. Just absolute great shots out of the team. That's 2 down for Bosco Tech with 2 falling beforehand. And Dutch has full control of the hill. Spawns over towards the steep hillside. Shots coming in from Trooper. That's another kill for him. Leaves OS open. Shots coming in, and that's a kill onto OS from Love UTA. Great shots out of them. OS is going to be in full control of Bosco as they plan to push and break this hill that they have control of. Snipe is in nest for Dutch Esports. Somebody to work through. There's kills coming in. There's 1 down for Dutch, 2 down for Dutch, and Bosco has clear control of the hill now, racking up the time.
So currently, how do you think Bosco's doing so far in this game?
I mean, good. OS is very important. I mean, the power items and power weapons on the field. So on this live area, you have a sniper that spawns top mid, which is a 1-shot kill if you hit him in the head. And then a 2-shot kill to the body. That's very important to control, as well as the overshield. Overshield basically gives you double the amount of shield. So in a game with Halo, where all the bullets do the same damage until you lose that shield, having something like OS is very powerful. As you can see, we got OS, broke that hill, took full control, and then Dutch wasn't able to bring it back. So Bosco taking the early 1-hill lead. First to 4 hills here is who wins the game. So we noticed that after that hill cap, it rotates over to the C point. And really, you're focusing right now on pushing those spawns out, seeing where they're spawning, and like controlling the area so that you have them spawning where you want. So it's a game of information right now. We do notice that Sync Agony spawns up this deep A, so they know that Dutch Esports is going to be spawning over towards this beat site. So as he pushes up, gets ready for it, just finds a player right in the back, and then he's going to hop over and rotate to help his team. But Bosco's looking very good in this game mode, looking very comfortable on this map. They're in full control of the hill right now, with just Dutch not able to get anywhere close to him. More shots coming out. It's a bit of a split push here for Dutch. We have 3 pushing up this B side towards Nest and 1 pushing this C field. Now Raf, somebody who plays League of Legends, I mean, coming over from a MOBA to viewing an FPS game, I don't know how much experience you have with Halo, if any at all, but a lot different feel, I imagine, for you watching a game like this versus watching a game like League of Legends.
It's very different, but you can kind of understand certain things just from playing games. Like, you understand, you want to capture points. Points are important in these kind of games. You want to kill the enemy, make sure they can't take over your points. Bosco is doing a very good job of killing the enemy and controlling the points.
And big right here, we see Ryan, boom, grabs the snipe and finds the kill immediately. Bosco going up in the 2-hill lead right now. Just looking in clear control of the map. Another great snipe from Ryan. An absolute gorgeous headshot as he pushes up this top mid area. Full team behind him, pushing through garage. Misses that snipe, but gets out with his life just to keep control of that snipe and keep it out of the hands of Dutch. And then there's another snipe from Ryan, as well as a kill from Solid Jet coming in. That's 2 down for Dutch, and hill control should be going over to Bosco here in a moment. 1 player up from Dutch is going to contest this in this front hill spot, but 2 spawning up, pushing field. 1 looks to be pushing tunnel, and I don't think Bosco is going to be ready for this push. Nades are coming out here from Solid Jet, though. Shots top mid, that's broken spawns. Love UTA cleaning up the kill right there. And you can see kind of the split pressure from Dutch. Like, you have 1 pushing up this side field over here. You have 1 pushing towards that B side field as well, trying to get this pinch. But Bosco just being spread out, they're able to call out where those teammates are. And you can notice these 2 almost roamers who are just like rotating to those spots based on where Dutch is pushing from. And as of right now, very solid performance from the team across the board. Solid Jet sitting 7 kills, 5 deaths. Monkey at 10 and 2. Sink Agni at 11 and 4, and we have Love at 7 and 4 as well. Just great slaying performance out of them. Objective time, I mean, we have the first 3 hills, and as of right now, all the hill time on this other hill, but the kill does come in for Dutch. They knock down Solid Jet and have hill control as of now. Shots just missing for Agony, just can't seem to connect right there. Does get cleaned up by Love, but that trade coming in immediately for Dutch, and they're going to have hill control here on this 4th hill towards this OS spawn.
So, do you think with how Agony's currently with how Dutch is currently doing, they'll be able to bring back this game?
I mean, if they're going to bring it back, I mean, obviously you have to do it here, but here we have Mango with an overkill. That is all 4 down coming from Mango. An absolute beautiful play. Replay. I mean, when you have people dropping overkills, when you have the entire team positive, and just like this full map control, like anywhere Dutch spawns goes, like you can see the aim is in, they're ready for the push, like, and there's the 4th cap, and a quick 4-0 taking the hill victory for Bosco. I mean, it started out a little slow. I mean, Dutch had that first hill control. Dutch was able to get almost like half of that hill complete. But then as soon as Bosco playing for that power item, like that's how you see how those power items can be so successful, is they played for the OS, they got the OS, and then they're able to break that hill and then just push out from there to control the rest of the map. But Bosco, a very commanding 4-0 Koth lead going into map 2.
Honestly, that was a great performance from Bosco. Very dominant, very good in controlling the objective points and the OS. I don't think they could have played it much better. Honestly, that was just great from them.
Yeah, I mean, we've spent a lot of time, especially with these new game modes coming in. So we have King of the Hill coming in, which changes a lot. So we have spent a lot of time on the strategy for stuff like King of the Hill, like how to move around, how to hold the points, and where to push out. And I mean, it shows. I mean, practice makes perfect. They came in, did the exact game plan they wanted to. I mean, you can see just across the board, everybody on Dutch Esports is just negative KD. You have 1 and 11, 9 and 13, 8 and 10. But across the board for Bosco, I mean, it's all positive KDs. You see the 8 and 5. You see the 16 and 3 out of Mango, an incredible performance out of him, as well as the 13 and 5 coming in from St. Agony or Ryan. And then on top of that, if you look at the assists, even Saljet, who is just a 9 and 7, you know, not like a huge KD, but he's giving those 7 assists. They're playing well as a team. You have 7 assists, 5 assists from the rest of the team. They're playing around each other and really providing aid, and that's the key in Halo, is really just how you play as a team. And we will have a sub going in for the Slayer. So out of the starters, we do have Love coming out, otherwise known as Dominic. We do have Dominic coming out, and then in we have who we call Little Joaquin. We have 2 Joaquins on the roster. Solid Jet is Big Joaquin, and then Step Baby is Little Joaquin. So he is going to be subbing in here for the Slayer. We did just get information that the Slayer will be on live fire. But yeah, I mean, just a great map. I mean, there's not really much else to say. I mean, it's hard to really break down a 4-0, like a map in that dominant fashion, because there isn't a whole lot to say other than like it was just a really good map for Bosco. No, we're excited to get back into the Slayer once we have the teams loaded up, and I'm going to take a like 15-second break to check in with the team, provide my little bit of coaching aid, and then we will be right back with gameplay soon. And we're back here with gameplay. Back onto live fire we go for Slayer. Now Slayer is purely just a kill dominant mode. It is first to 50 kills wins the map. Apologies if you do hear a little bit of construction. We do have some construction going off in the room behind our broadcast room, so there may be a little bit of overlapping sound from that. Apologies to stream if that does get a little intense, but here we go. Plasma pistol already getting picked up. It's getting swapped out for the heat wave here from Mango, and that's first kill over to Bosco. Good first blood out of them.
Honestly, based on last game, I think Bosco Tech can do really well here. Last game, they were really great at the kills, really great with not dying. What do you think?
I mean, I 100% agree. I think we are probably one of the best Slayer teams in the league. I mean, they move around well together. They kill really well. I mean, Mango and Agony both are just, their aim is impeccable. Like, it's when you have somebody who can aim as well as they do, I mean, you're gonna find the kills. And they spend a lot of time, even outside of practice, they just play together, so they're constantly improving, constantly getting better, learning how each other plays.
Agony gets a melee off on refraining range.
Bosco with the early 9-1 lead. I mean, an incredible start out of Bosco. We do see shots coming in from Dutch landing, having to back off at the Agony, but Dutch finds that kill, but an easy trade coming in from Solid Jet as well. Another kill coming in from Mango. And here's Step Baby, gonna be the only one who's up, pushing up towards here. Mango as well, sitting in this fridge area. Shots over towards this B site. Charges up the plasma, but doesn't quite get it out there. So, like, right there, you would want to see more of him just using the single fire rather than the charge shot, just to get some damage out. But still, not a bad decision, not a terrible play. Mango yet to die. 5-0 out of Mango. And, you know, caster jinx right there. As soon as you say it, Mango falls. Dutch coming back into this game a little bit. Started out 9-1. I mean, 7-15 now scoreline. I mean, still behind, but not quite as bad as they were before.
They're really picking up the slack here. They're definitely playing more aggressively, playing more as a team. I noticed a lot of them are just ganging up on one person and getting the kill, and they're just keep picking off the single person.
And I mean, and that is a key that we talked about a lot, is Halo is such a team game because of that shield, so you do need to play around each other. So in Slayer specifically, when you have the team moving around together, I mean, if you have 4 people shooting at one person, they're obviously going to die a lot faster than one person shooting against 4. So playing as a team is very integral in the Slayer mode. And I mean, the player to watch for Dutch for me is ODST Trooper. I mean, somebody who has their name named after somebody in Halo. Typically he's played this game for a while, and just our experience with him in the past, I mean, he's a very good player, but I do like Bosco's matchup of Mango and Agony going against him and, what is it, Refrained? Or Rain? Yeah.
Yep.
Going against Rain. I mean, those seem to be the best 2 for Dutch and our best 2. I think it comes down to a battle of which of the duos honestly performs well. Because the other supporting cast, I mean, is important, but if you have your 2 highest people, I mean, right there, you see Agony just coming in with a 2-piece, sitting at 8-2. I mean, both Agony and Mango sitting at 8-2. Like, that's so important to have your top players always performing at their peak. And a 28-15 lead, make it 29-15 lead here for Bosco. I mean, they just look like they know where they are at all times. I mean, it's just like, we spent a lot of time going over spawns and how to control them and how to recognize them, so anytime that Dutch gets a wave down or Bosco gets a wave of kills, like, they're just ready to move exactly where they're going to be. Bosco looks very comfortable in this game mode, and especially on this map, they look very comfortable. Kill coming in from Solid Jet down low. Solid Jet sitting at a nice 6-5 with 4 assists out of him.
Robin's going out from...
I might have been muted that whole time. Could you hear me when I was talking? Okay, maybe I wasn't. I think I just moved my thing and I thought I was muted, but I guess I wasn't. We did see Bosco just pick up that OS. OS is going to be big. We have both OS and Sniper in the hands of Agony. And you see those punches coming in. Oh my goodness, 3 punches on the Agony. Just couldn't land one. Looked like a bit of lag, maybe just like a little bit of, like just a little bit of desync, not able to connect some of those punches. Like, it looked like he got the lunge, but they just couldn't fall.
Honestly, currently this game is going really well for Bosco. They're obviously winning, but really well from Dutch. They're good at playing in groups and picking off that one guy by themselves. And that's keeping them in the game so far.
Yeah, I mean, you see right there, even Dutch having the solo player out, like, he just gets picked out, and that just, like, increases Bosco's lead that they have now. And I think if they want to get their way back into this game, they need to be running that group. They need to be running around trying to find that one person who's lurking around, like, running groups of 3, running groups of 4, but you cannot have a solo player for Dutch out right now because he's going to get caught out, and you're slowly just going to lose those one life at a time, 1 point at a time, and eventually Bosco's going to be at 50, because, I mean, it's 41 to 27 now, so if there's a time for Dutch to turn it around, it has to be right now.
Honestly, based on how the game's going so far, do you think Dutch can turn it around?
I mean, never say never. I mean, it's how esports always is. I mean, just like any regular sport or even esports, like, we've seen crazy comebacks, we've seen crazy clutches. I mean, a team can just turn it on in a moment's notice and, like, get a wave of kills, get that spawn control, but, I mean, Bosco's just looking too good right now to really lose their grip on this game. We have Agony pushing out. What a flick over from Agony. Finds one, finds the second.
And Bosco
just great kills. Shots coming in from Dutch. Does pick up the trade. They are spawning this back C tower. Waiting for OS is Salajet. He gets the OS and gets out with his life. He's going to pop it, have that double shield, and he's going to push right back for the fight with the support of Step Baby and Mango. Step Baby goes down, Mango goes down.
Bosco needs one more kill. The final kill.
Final kill coming in with this OS. It's almost guaranteed. Salajet pushing up, gets the shots, gets the shield crack, and there it is. Bosco's going to win in a 50 to 32 score line on Livefire Slayer. And I mean, it's just like, they look very good. I mean, it's a 4-0 King of the Hill, a 50 to 32 Slayer. Like, I don't really see us dropping this third map. I mean, if we're being completely honest, like, Dutch has had its moments where they look really good. I mean, the first Koth Hill, they started out really good before Bosco was able to, like, settle down and get into their groove, and then just in that Slayer, there were moments when they were, like we said, they were walking around in those groups, they were finding that solo person, but then they would split off a little bit, and that's where Bosco was exposing some of those holes.
Honestly, I think Dutch can bring this back. I think it would be hard. I think, honestly, a lot of the time, what's going to happen with teams is when they win a lot, they'll get very overconfident, and you know, they'll be like, oh, you know, you're doing so well, we can't fail now, right? I think if Bosco gets like that, and Dutch takes advantage of that, they can totally win. Dutch isn't a bad team. They're good. Just that Bosco's been more dominant this time around.
Yeah, and I mean, especially in the slaying department, like we saw in the Koth, like, our kills are just there. Like, even in objective modes, you can get away if you're playing the objective very well with not always slaying out. I mean, there are teams that have gotten out slayed that have won objective game modes, but in a very slay-heavy game like Slayer, I mean, it's purely about how many kills you get. In a team like Bosco that's just getting those kills constantly with each other, you're gonna dominate a game mode like.
We've just gotten word that our final game will be Strongholds for the current 3 games. So if Bosco Tech wins this game, this will be the last game for today.
Alright, and Ralph, I'm gonna let you take over, talk a little bit if you want. If not, I mean, we can just wait as we transfer to the new game mode, but I'm gonna go do a little bit of coaching, and then we will be right back with your third map. All right, and coming into map number 3, we are back. It is going to be Strongholds on Recharge, another one of the classic maps that released with the game. So a map people have spent 2 years getting to know and getting practice on. It's not one of the new releases that we had last season or this season. What you're going to notice here is that unlike other maps where the A point and the C point are on opposite ends, the A point and C point here are actually pretty close. It's a bit more of like a square map, so they're kind of near each other and actually closer than the quote-unquote middle point of B. So you are going to see a lot of gunfights up here in this top cat area, top doubles, in this top A elevator. As Bosco gets the kill wave and starts moving in towards this A point, they are going to have the first 2 capture, and points are going to start racking up here.
Honestly, from what I've seen about Bosco play on this map before, they're very good at keeping 2 points and just keeping the 2 points the entire game. Not taking the 3rd point, but never losing the other 2 points and just racking up points like that, slowly but surely.
And I mean, that is the key in Strongholds here, is as Dutch does cap that 2 points for a couple seconds here, but in Strongholds, it is, for those of you at home that don't know, Strongholds is a game mode where you have 3 points on the map, and basically you only get points if you have 2 of them captured. So your entire focus of the game is having those 2 points captured, and every second that you sit there, you get a point, and it's first to 250 points. If you do happen to cap all 3 points, you then get 2 points every second. So if there's an opening, you will see, like, if for instance, like, Bosco gets 4 down or Dutch gets 4 down, you will see somebody push out and try and get that 3rd cap just to get a few extra points until the other team spawns up. But typically you are going to see teams favor more of just the 2-point setup rather than going for that 3rd one. And points ticking away here for Bosco, already up 52-2 in favor of Bosco. Kills all aside, Mango once again yet to die, 3-0. Let's see if the caster jinx lives on for him as he's getting shots in from this top A area. 2 go down for Bosco, and Dutch moving in onto the C point. The cap comes in, and now Dutch starting to get some points here, up to 5-62. They get the kill onto Mango, he falls, but a trade and a second kill coming in for Solid Jet as they're going to get the C cap, and he's going to push mid. Sees one going bottom double, pushes in, gets the kill, sees a second, gets that kill as well, and he's going to make this rotate up the top A. 2 points over to Bosco, and points continue to go their way. Now up to 70-12 in favor of Bosco. Shots coming in from Mango, gets the punch, gets the second punch, but gets traded out by Elite Spartan. A point going over towards Dutch unless you can get this kill in, but Agony gets double punched, and there's a kill. Solid Jet coming in at the last second though, and Bosco's still going to retain capture of this A point. 2 players pushing up, kills coming in. We see Mango pushing in on the site there, but punches going out for everybody. UTA gets 1, Mango gets 1, but the trade's coming in for Dutch. Agony knows they're over here. A point now being captured. Points are going to be paused for Bosco, but they have moved over towards this B point as Dutch is capturing both C and A. This is now where you start to see the rotation game coming in. Dutch captures C, Bosco captures A and B to respond, so 2 points captured, points still going over, kills coming in, and they're going to start rotating, possibly looking for this 3rd point capture, but we do have 2 fall on the side of Bosco. Should slow them down at least for a little bit as Dutch tries to get back into the game.
Out of all 3 points, do you think one is better than the others to control?
My personal, I think A and C is easier to control just because you have a lot of coverage when you're going back and forth between the points. You have this top and bottom double room, you have the catwalk, and I think they're just 2 points that are very easy to go back and forth from. B point being in the middle of the map, being down below the points, being in the open, I just think it's a harder point to hold if you're going to hold that as one of your main points. So typically, I like to focus on A and C. Some teams like playing from B and using like that top yellow ledge in areas for them to view the map as their points to push out from, but I personally like an A and C hold over like an A and B or a C and B hold. Oh, and we have a whipped punch coming out from Mango. Does land the second one though. Shots coming in to finish the kill, and points cleared. Trade over there by Dutch, however, though. Shots coming in from Agony, finds one with a perfect out. Nades fly in, and there's the AC hold once again for Bosco. 120-26. Time taken away for Dutch here. And here's exactly where they need to start. They need to get into that top yellow area. They need to get shots out and prevent Bosco from just having this free reign of the map. But you have 2 players rotating from this long haul area. There's 1 kill. possible second coming from Love, but there's the third player going to zoom in. You see him slide in. You see Love having to back up, being weak. Shots coming in as one pinches from bottom pipe area. Nades ringing out, shots ringing out. Love's going to try and hold down the site on his own, but with 3 Dutch players there, it's going to be a tall ask. However, Agony coming in for the pinch and the support, and they're able to hold him off for now. Bosco points still ticking away, 157 to 26. Dutch finds a couple kills though, and they're going to push up this long hole. Mango sitting top A, finds the kill all the way over on that yellow ledge. 2 players now for Dutch on Solid Jet coming in with the pinch though. Mango finds a kill, pushing back towards this top A. Nades are out, kills are out. Mango, great performance sitting at 12 and 7. Solid Jet sitting at 12 and 8. Agony, slow start for him, 8 and 8 compared to what we normally see, and then Love sitting at a 6 and 7 as well. But I mean, doesn't really matter when you're up 175 to 26. AC play out of Solid Jet, pushing up onto that B site, and here you're going to see a flip of the points. A and B going over to Bosco, while C goes over to Dutch Esports.
Honestly, how well do you think Bosco's been doing this game? I think they're doing very well. They're being very honestly controlling the points, not giving them up only for a little bit, and most of the time having the 2 points. What do you think?
I mean, that is the key. Like, even when Dutch gets the points, I mean, they're rotating back and getting the points back very fast, so you do have a lot of that map presence over here for the Halo roster. I would 100% agree. I mean, they're just controlling the map well. As soon as Dutch touches a point, they're starting to rotate over, just applying that pressure. Like, even if they die in the process, just at least getting on the point and getting damage out, like, you're still preventing Dutch from having like that full control and that comfortability. As we see points flip over towards Bosco, we have another A/B setup. C's getting captured by Dutch, but it's 230 to 31, and I mean, like you said, the way Bosco's playing, they're not losing points here. They're getting the kills, they're getting the trades, and that's
game.
That's gonna be game.
Good game.
Another 3-0 for the Halo roster. 250 to 31.
Is this the best our Halo roster's done out of every year they played, or?
I know last fall we started out a little slow, but we did recuperate, and then in the spring last year, I think we started out like 1 and 3. So I think this is the best start that the Halos roster has had by far. Currently sitting now after this match, #1 on the leaderboard. So this is a national title. So I mean that's #1 team in the country. We did end 8th in the spring. So looking really strong. I mean losing 3 seniors last year. We've talked about it before. It was a big hurt, but this new roster, some kids coming over from Fortnite, some kids coming over from Apex, and learning a new game, but they look very comfortable in what they've learned and how they're playing. Just another great performance here out of Bosco, another 3-0 as we continue to hold our spot on top of the leaderboard. Mr. Solid Jet appearing for an instant, 15 and 9, top of the leaderboard. Ooh, feeling a little icy with it. Yeah? All right, Joaquin, let's go. Let's bring you in for an interview, Joaquin. Let's talk a little bit.
What's going on, guys? Solid Jet.
All right. Here on the Halo interview, once we get the camera turned over, countdown coming in, and hello, everybody. Here we do have Mr. Solid Jet himself, otherwise known as Joaquin Maltez, or Big Joaquin, as we like to call him. We got a Big Joaquin and a Little Joaquin on the roster. How you feeling?
I feel dirty.
Yeah?
A little disrespectful. Damn. That AC play was a little nice. We got some great synergy today. Just like to say thank you to all my teammates. We played really well today.
I think you did. I mean, in the Slayer you had a little bit of a slow start, but I mean Manny and Ryan were just tearing apart. But in this last Stronghold Hill, if we can get the scoreboard, just go to the left like a couple pages. Can we get the scoreboard over to the left? If we want to look at some of your stats here, I mean this is your best game of the series by far. One more, yeah, right here. So we do have you sitting 15, 9, and 4, a 7.3 KD. I mean, that's one of the better performances. You even outperformed Ryan. I mean, that doesn't happen that often. You got to be feeling pretty good. Like, what had you feeling so different in this last map?
Oh, dude, LeBron James, dude, he gifted me with some nice shoes, dude. Feeling great.
Yeah, where are the shoes at? We don't got them on. We got the New Balances on.
Yeah, dude.
Where the why aren't you wearing new shoes today?
Oh, they came in. They came in today.
They came in
He
today.
sent me a message. I got.
Yeah? Oh, he
he-
personally DM'd you.
Yes, dude.
Oh.
And I felt great afterwards. Had a fresh boost. Wasn't feeling it after the Slayer, so got the notification. Just turned up, you know.
So instead of feeling like Mike, you were feeling like LeBron, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
All right. Well, I mean, good performance out of you guys. I mean, there's not really much for me to say or break down when it's just another 3-0. Like that's 9-0 on the year. I mean, haven't lost a map yet. Dutch is the team we faced before, and nice to see like us remaining on top. But great performance out of everybody on the team. And next up, we do have Overwatch looking to continue their undefeated run so far this year. They started out 2-0. They also haven't dropped a map. All of our teams that compete on a Tuesday, I think Tuesday's just our lucky day. Like it's just. It's wins on wins on wins, man. I mean, you guys look really good. You guys look really confident. You guys are playing very well, moving around the map together. I mean, even starting out Koth, that's the first time we started out Koth all year, and just a quick 4-0 on that. You guys are looking good, man. Looking good.
I mean, what more can you ask for when you get this update and you still dominate with some great teammates? Even our subs are on point.
Yeah, what do you think of the new update? What do you think of the DMR?
Take some learning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're more fan of the burst over the DMR? I mean, that is a big change. Luckily, we don't have the new map, so we don't have to learn a whole new map for the year coming in. But the DMR change does change a lot. I mean, that update was pushed out today, so the Halo that we've learned over the last year and a half, I mean, kind of changes a lot with a single shotgun. Like, not completely, but it is just a different pacing when you only have a 15-round clip and a single shotgun compared to that burst that you have. So definitely some learning experience that's going to have to go into it. But good match out of you guys. Good maps all around, and we will be back in a little bit with our Overwatch